And welcome back to my channel. In this video today we're gonna take a look at the Imtiaz project Sunset Bay 5, the new launch in Dubai Islands. In my previous videos you probably already seen few of the reviews that I've done on this developer and their expansion in Dubai Islands, and you'll be able to see my site visit to location, to developer sales center, to their almost ready building in Dubai Islands, as well as visit to actual ready building in GVC, where I share my thoughts, insights and comments on the quality of developments and the finishings. I will drop the links in description of this video so you can easily refer to those videos and go through them. Sunset Bay 5 is going to be another mid-rise cool looking building with a very limited number of units and special the signature Imtiaz design and product offering. Fully furnished apartments, fully decorated, fully fitted. Since it's not a big building, it's just around 8 floors with a ground and parking podiums. Estimated handover is expected by Q1 2028. And this quick handovers and short period of construction, this is what actually investors like about Imtiaz. So you don't have to wait too long till you can get the keys and start renting your unit. Pricing and unit offers. So the minimum starting price would be for 1 bedroom from 1.950 million dirham, 2 bedroom 2.65, 3 bedroom 4.45. Down payment is 20% with 4% to Dubai Land Department, and during construction it's 60%, 40% on handover. Very easy payment plan in comparison to what everybody else is offering in the market. 60/40 is an amazing payment plan. Here are a few renders of how the unit will look like from my previous videos. Again, you can see that show apartment, what they have done, and actual units and the actual building that they handed over in GVC, such as Pearl House, for example. They really look exactly as show apartment, if not even better. And this is what you can expect actually from Imtiaz, getting the quality that you see on the render and show apartment and in actual units. What I also like and my impression was quite interesting about how they put together the amenities. In each building they make a common space in the design of the boutique meeting room, we can put it like this, or like a clubhouse, and this is illustration of the clubhouse in the Sunset Bay buildings. And again, I visited their previous handed over building in GVC, and I was really surprised how the room looks like and really how nice it is to have this kind of amenity in the building. You can go there, have a meeting, call, meet friends, have a coffee, chat, socialize, network. You can use it as a co-working space. So this is must-have in each and every modern building in Dubai. Now let's talk about location once again. So it's Dubai Islands. It is Island A, and the plot is located towards that part of the island that is connecting with the Island B. So we know that Dubai Islands is a developing area. At the moment, there are only 2 hotels and 1 public beach that is operational with some F&B outlets. So the area is just at its very, very early stages for development. So it would cater right now for investors mostly, or maybe to some end users that would really like to live in the new area and don't mind the construction and would love to have this low density setup and don't mind the construction. But mostly the buyers right now that are entering Dubai Islands with Imtiaz or any other developers, those are investors. So you should understand that when you're entering right now in this area, you're mostly thinking about investment or maybe long-term living hereafter, but Infrastructure and the whole setup of the area and the community would take time, and even though Imtiaz projects and other projects will be delivered, let's say, within the next 1 year, their first project, then Sunset Bay will be delivered by 28. Infrastructure such as mall, some roads, F&B, retails and stuff like that would take time. I would say another 5 years at least. We will talk about actually the stages of entry, exit into Dubai Islands later, but this just to give you like a heads up. And in terms of the area in general, Dubai Islands was Dubai's last plot kept for development because it's actually very close to the heart of Dubai, the initial Dubai, Bur Dubai, Deira, Gold Souk, where Dubai started this development. As you know, Palm, Blue Waters, all other islands, they were developed way before, and Dubai did it on purpose because they wanted to shift people from Bur Dubai to other locations to stretch Dubai and to get more people situated in different areas. That's why this particular land was kept till the last moment, until we realized that there is no more beachfront land left to build on. And that's why you see how close Dubai Islands to the main, I would say, components of modern Dubai, which is first of all international airport, is just 12 minutes away. Then the Gold Souk and all this area, Deira, Bur Dubai, where, by the way, we have around 80% of people of Dubai population living right now. So if Dubai population right now, let's say around 3.8 million people, close to 2.4, 2.5 people are living in that area. So when this area will be established, Dubai Islands, then we will see a migration from Deira, Bur Dubai towards Dubai Islands. And all the people that living in this area right now, by the way, are people that migrated to Dubai like years ago, decades ago. Those are prominent business people that have a business dealings in trading, import, export, gold, precious metals, diamonds, and all this business industries. And they are residing in there just because they've been there forever. And they don't want to go to Palm or Blue Waters. It's too far from them. But when they see Dubai Islands coming up, definitely they will be happy to upgrade their lifestyle from the old communities of Deira, Bur Dubai to the luxury beachfront. So that's why this area represents a great potential, because you already have here homeowners and the pool of end users and tenants that would come to rent and buy from you in 5 years from now if you are buying there as an investor. So this is how the island plan looks like in accordance with Dubai 2040 agenda. And we are currently right now focusing on Island A. And this is where Imtiaz has projects, and other developers actually are coming up with their projects. Now, also beside being very close to Deira, Bur Dubai, Gold Souk, on this side you'll see that Dubai Islands is going to be very close, and I would say adjacent in the future, will be connected by the bridge with Mina Rashid, which is another very important strategic development, which is actually the oldest port of Dubai, again from where Dubai started with import and export like 5 decades ago. There is a huge cruise ship terminal that is able to accommodate up to 20,000 passengers. This is, by the way, the traffic, the footfall that would come to this area, and these people would need to live somewhere, and they would potentially be interested to rent on the short-term holiday homes from investors, because right now there's just only 2 hotels in Dubai Island. So this is important infrastructure component that investors should be aware about. Then you see here Dubai Maritime City. This is another development as well with residentials, and we can talk about Dubai Maritime City in separate video. But also what's important, that Maritime City is a business hub with around 450 companies registered here for the maritime business. So you see, Dubai Islands is surrounded by business districts such as Gold Souk, Deira, Maritime, and huge cruise ship terminal. This is how the zoning would look like. You see that the islands already planned well, so master developer Nahil already shaped the structure, pointing out where there will be the golf course. There will be 2 golf courses, multiple marinas, 9 marinas, beach resort community, mixed urban community, and so on. So there is a plan in place, and for many actually people that come up with objections saying that Dubai Island doesn't have a master plan, it will be unorganized development. No, master developer is coming up with a plan, with a structure and a framework. By the way, Palm Jumeirah also been done in a way that there are many developers participated in development of Palm Jumeirah. It's not only Nahil, but Nahil is master developer, and you see how Palm has different districts as well: low-rise, high-rise, mid-rise, villas, townhouses, and so on. So all this strategically orchestrated by one master developer, and this should not be an objection that you see many projects coming up at the same time and they're being developed by different developers. What I also wanted to point out here, that we are adding to Dubai coastline around 21 kilometers of the beachlands, and this part of the beach right now is already operational. There is a public beach, like we can visit this beach, and they will actually extend this beach walk all the way till, like, you know, all these islands. So this is going to be like a pretty long beach walk. I personally love beach walks, and a lot of my clients as well, and having this kind of amenity within walking distance from your building really improves the lifestyle, well-being, and this is something what people are looking for, because in other locations in Dubai we don't really have such a long stretch of a beach. Take Port de la Mer for instance. It's a very small beach. Blue Waters, again small beach. Nikki Beach, again just barely like 1 kilometer. Okay, Kite Beach is a long stretch, but it's like a public beach and you cannot buy there anything, you know, it's a leasehold. So having this kind of a feature, it's very important, and you as an investor should pay attention to this kind of factors. Now we talk about pricing and comparison price per square foot. Obviously Dubai Islands right now is the most affordable beachfront destination if we compare, even if we compare it with some city districts like Business Bay, for example. Price in Business Bay for some of the buildings is even higher than this. Obviously Business Bay is established location, it's next to downtown, but in my perspective, waterfront properties, they will always have advantage as compared to cityfront properties. And if we look at projects on the coastline, let's take the neighbor Dubai Maritime City. Price here is already higher. Here in Mina Rashid also MR is pushing price close to 3,000 and even above, and here and beyond as well. For some units price is going above 3,000 dirham per square feet. Here you're getting is just like 2,500, 2,600 dirham per square feet. When we look at maturing communities, the neighbors such as Port de la Mer, price is over 3,000 dirham. Some luxury destinations and low density communities, Bulgari, Jumeirah Bay, close to 10,000. Palm Jumeirah will be above 10,000, and so on. And Blue Waters around 5,000 to 6,000, and so on. So having this deal in Dubai Islands is interesting at this price, at this point of entry for investors. So obviously the cheaper you get your unit at, the more margin you make in the future when the entire area is ready and will be selling off plan at the price of, let's say, Port de la Mer, and we are heading to this price shortly, like by the end of the year, maybe beginning of next year. The price that we are seeing Dubai Island selling at will be close to 3,000, same as the Maritime City is already reaching this price. Now I want to show you what is here actually available from the infrastructure, and this sites I've showed in one of my latest videos. So there are 2 hotels operational, Rio and Centaura. There is a public beach available with some F&Bs like Baskin Robbins, Starbucks. There is an operational marina that I visited as well. This is for like fishing boats, private boats. And there is a night souk also that is operational here as well. And what you see here, this is their mall. Probably then it will be rebranded under a different name, like Dubai Island Mall or whatever. Currently it has a couple of floors of structure. Construction was frozen because the project was put on hold, but now obviously the plan is to construct it and develop it as the community will be getting mature. Exactly the same scenario I've seen, for example, on Palm Jumeirah, when Nahil completed the mall, almost close to handover of all the projects around it. So you can expect this mall to be developed, I would say, within 5 to 10 years probably, because obviously they will not develop the mall when everything around is empty. So you should understand that it will take time. But once this will be open, it will create a major boost for traffic in the area. I mean the traffic. People will be coming to this mall, will be consuming products, services. There will be a lot of movement in the area, and actually having the buildings, having the apartments next to the mall and next to the beach, walking distance, everything, the whole island back and forward, you can walk probably within like 15 minutes, if not less. So all this creates convenience and demand for this kind of convenient setup. And by the way, this mall is quite large in size. If we look at the comparison of Dubai Mall has now multiple extensions, but the core is quite big in size, if you can see it, the comparison in terms of the sizes with their mall and Dubai Mall. Now let's talk about different waves of price growth, and as I explained, that it will be coming in stages. So first wave of price growth would be coming within the next 6 months to 1 year, where less and less land would be available, and developer that will be coming up with new project, of course, will be increasing price per square feet. And this is not because they're like interested to make huge margins, simply daily cost of construction is increasing. Land is becoming expensive because there's a scarcity of prime water frontage land in Dubai. So logically speaking, year on year, you'll see the growth in prices. And coming into this location earlier at 2,500 dirham per square foot is the best deal that you can find right now in Dubai. Then, when we look at the maturity of the construction projects, let's say starting from 2029, when most of the island will be developed, and most of the buildings will be handed over, people will see actually the lifestyle appeal of this area and will start migrating from the area that I mentioned, Bur Dubai and Deira, which is the most heaviest populated area in Dubai. So demand will bring definitely increase in prices, both for rentals and resale. Then we expect that, let's say, by 2030, the mall should be handed over or will be at the last stages of development. And between 2030 to 2032, this is where airport will be moving from DXB to Al Maktoum. In these years, you will be able to see the maximum price growth, the third wave. So approximately it will take 7 years to see the maximum return. And this is actually a pretty normal cycle when it comes to the duration of the cycle. And I've seen the same scenario in Dubai Hills, for example. Like, I live in Dubai Hills for the past 4 years, and I've started dealing in Dubai Hills from 2019. So I saw Dubai Hills from 2019 to 21. It was like just few buildings and nothing, no mall, greenery, park and things like that, but it was not like a lifestyle offering. But people still were moving because they liked it. They liked the community. Now from 21 to 23, it became a different area with more buildings coming up, more cafe shops opening. The mall opened, the business center opened, and the Dubai Hills skyrocketed in terms of the prices. Now it's like one of the best interesting areas to live by the choice of many families. And I've seen this whole development when it already been handed over, I mean from 2019 to 2025. But Dubai Hills as a master plan started in 2016. So we are right now in 2025, and you can see it took 10 years from the scratch, from the sand to the culmination of the price growth. So it took that time. So expect also similar scenario for Dubai Islands, but in my opinion, the price growth here will be more significant because at the end of the day, it's the prime water frontage and it's a beachfront area. I also would like to mention there are actually a pretty big number of projects being developed on Dubai Islands. And I would highlight significant ones like Bay Grove by Nahil, because obviously it's the master developer. You cannot ignore Nahil and Bay Grove. Then there was Ellington Cove, for example, that is sold out, and there are many others. But Imtiaz has the most number of plots there. 15 already launched, and 3 more already coming in the pipeline, and probably there will be more projects. So when you are investing in this area with many different players, you should qualify and segregate them by multiple factors. So major presence, like with up to 18 plots at the moment, is a very significant factor, and this is why I consider Imtiaz as like in top 3 developers in Dubai Islands, among others. Then what I also would like to mention that Imtiaz as a company has been on the market for over 30 years. And first they were as a contractors, and they built a lot. But just over like 5 years ago, they started building as their own brand. And what they have done, actually, they really took the share and the niche of delivering quite fast, sometimes even ahead of schedule, delivering a good product that is nicely packaged in terms of furniture, design, decoration. The price point is very nice, so they don't overcharge for this extra value for money. And the payment plan is 60/40. And in early stages, they were actually offering post-handover, but not anymore. But 60/40 is a very good payment plan for investment. So that's how they actually, when they came to the market, they win the hearts of investors. And many of investors that I interacted with that bought Imtiaz, for example, not even with me, before with other brokers, or they went straight to developer, they were really happy. And actually I also have end users that living in Imtiaz buildings, and they're also very happy. And I've seen the price growth, and I've seen how the price increase in these buildings. And you know, you can meet And actually sometimes you can see that how price actually drops by handover in certain buildings, but with Imtiaz, prices is increasing. Here is an example of price appreciation. Pearl House, for example, this is the building that they recently handed over. Very nice building. I visited there, and you see price appreciation 22%. Typically, studios are considered to be the hardest asset to grow your capital in because there is a lot of a lot of supply actually on them. But see, even with studios, if they are with Imtiaz, you could have been able to make this 22%, for example, if you invested at this price like 3 years ago. This is what I mentioned in terms of the delivery schedule. The Pearl House was delivered early, like 1 quarter. Others are on schedule or delivering early, so which is very good. So again, how they're able to achieve it? Because they're themselves not developer but also construction companies. So when the developer has all this infrastructure in house, they're able to go actually ahead of the schedule. And this is on the pricing. As I mentioned, somehow they come up with a really good product offer, unique selling point that with all what they offer, the best value for money, furnishings, design, amenities, their special style, low-rise buildings, low density, still they keep the price on point, and when you compare value for money, their offer always wins. Now let's talk about the rental yield. If you are buying this property to keep it for rent, for example, this is what you can expect by 2028. So 1 bedroom will be around 170,000 dirham per year, 2 bedroom around 212,000, and 3 bedroom around 284,000. Again, these numbers could vary a bit depending on supply and demand in the area, but this is a benchmark of what 1 bedroom of the beachfront property of this scale is actually transacting right now in Dubai waterfront, in other locations. And finally, I'd like to mention that the launch and expression of interest for Imtiaz Sunset Bay is already ongoing. For example, they already take expression of interest, and the allocation will start shortly. And typically in the low-rise buildings, these units, especially investment units of like 1-2 beds, they get sold out first. So if you're interested to understand how to make an expression of interest, what would be the best unit to go for your purpose, I'd be happy to guide you accordingly. Feel free to reach out to me in the link in description, and look forward to hearing from you and help you to make the right decisions for your next property investment in Dubai.